Every vote counts. It's a basic principle of our electoral system.
But in a recent CBS 11 investigation, Chris Salcedo is discovering that the fundamental right may extend well beyond those who, Chris, are citizens of this country, correct?
That's right, Doug. CBS 11 looked at local elections data, and after examining it and the laws that govern our electoral process, I asked the following question. Can election officials guarantee that only Americans are voting in our elections? The answer I got was no. The reason is the law.
I don't think they have an option.
Nelida Rodriguez couldn't wait to get involved after becoming a U.S. citizen.
As soon as I became a citizen, I registered to vote.
She was a legal resident here in the United States and remembers what it was like not being able to partake in U.S. elections.
I knew my word didn't mean anything because I couldn't vote, or, my opinion didn't really count.
Today, Melita makes sure her voice is heard. And after a review of data from Tarrant and Dallas counties, it appears on the surface that some non-citizens may be making their voices heard as well. Since 1976, in Dallas County, 1,900 people have been removed from the voter rolls because of their citizenship status. Of those, 221 had voted. After reviewing Tarrant County data from 2004 and 2005, it shows 43 people have been removed from the voter rolls, but none of them had voter histories.
We've got a couple hundred people that answered the jury citizenship question that they weren't citizens.
Tarrant County elections official Steve Rayburn says some legal citizens want to get out of jury duty and check a box claiming they're not citizens. And there are other scenarios like non-citizens on student or work visas who might fill out registration forms by mistake. And yes, some could be illegal immigrants seeking to participate in U.S. elections.
If we have people who are non-citizens voting, I think it's just very, very few.
Dallas County elections official Bruce Sherbert says his elections are as clean as they can be. They follow the law when checking voter qualifications.
We have tools for felony convictions. We have tools for if you're not 18 years of age. We have tools for if you've been deemed mentally incompetent by a court of law.
But what about tools to verify citizenship?
The citizenship tool is you've checked the box and you've signed it, and there is no verification to validate that.
In other words, there is no government check for citizenship eligibility under the law. The fact is, we just don't know, one way or the other. The question is, shouldn't we know? When I asked our local election officials if they could guarantee that all votes cast in our elections were cast by legal citizens, they said this.
I don't think any county can say that with 100% certainty.
I can't say with any certainty that there aren't people on there that shouldn't be on there.
In the last legislative session, Texas lawmakers tackled this issue.
You've got to maintain the integrity of your voter system.
Phil King authored a bill that would have allowed the Secretary of State to verify citizenship using info in a database like birth records and Social Security numbers.
If they can't confirm you're a U.S. citizen, you get a nice, polite little letter in the mail that says, hey, we couldn't verify all the information on your voter registration card. Will you please call your local registrar's office?
The radical right in this country is trying to use this as a tool to discourage voter participation by minorities and elderly people.
Representative Burnam believes any gains achieved by citizenship verification would be outweighed by thousands of U.S. voters who would be disenfranchised.
Lots of people, particularly Hispanics over the age of 50, were not born in a hospital. They don't have a birth certificate for one reason or another. Lots of elderly across the board don't have any proof of citizenship.
When you have a non-U.S. citizen vote, it cancels out your vote as a citizen of Texas and as a citizen of the United States.
And to all of those who knowingly or unknowingly have illegally voted in U.S. elections, Melita Rodriguez offers some advice.
Learn about, the American history, do what they need to do to become legal residents, then become citizens, then they'll be free to vote.
Last session, the citizenship verification bill stalled in a Senate committee. It's almost certain the issue will be back next session. Go to CBS11TV.com, click on Politics. There you'll find a link to get you in touch with your representative to let them know where you stand on this. Chris Salcedo, CBS 11 News.